Well, we're back with the most interactive segment, Joy News Interactive, and Jennifer Jane Asante is here, and she's going to tell you more about the rains. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Long time. I'm good. You?
Still alive.
It's not as pleasant, but you still have to put up a smile.
I know. I mean, people are watching, so you smile and you bear it.
Put some hope.
The things we've seen today
it's so terrible. It is. It's very terrible.
Well, one thing I know for
June 4th, it's already historic, but it's made another history.
Exactly.
Yeah, it is.
One thing I know for sure is that June 4th will never be the same. It's all about one thing today on Joy News Interactive. Hashtag Accra floods. That's what Ghanaians all over the world are talking about. But more devastating than that is the explosion, which has led to the loss of over 100 lives. What people are saying 24 hours after the rains, that's what we'll be looking at today on JN Interactive. My name is Jennifer Jane Asante, and I have all your comments from Facebook, Twitter, and WhatsApp. So let's get interactive. You can join the conversation at any point in time during the show or even afterwards. This is how you can find us on social media. You can find us on Facebook. Go to facebook.com/Joy News on TV. You can use that same name, that is Joy News on TV, to find us on Twitter, where we tweet at JN Interactive GH, or you can send us an email, joynewsim@multitvworld.com. If you want your comments to be read in real time, then you might want to send them in using WhatsApp. That's 054-010-9009. Just remember to add your name and where you are sending the message from. Now, is it just me, or does it all seem like a movie? A horror movie? The perennial floods in Accra. It is no surprise, but I don't think anyone was expecting the level of devastation that we experienced since last night. The rain started heavily around 5 p.m. Wednesday, and they did not let up. You've been telling us how you made it through the rain and what you think about what has happened.
I was at the Odona Lorry Park, boarding car to my house. That was when the first rain occurred. So I was lucky to escape it. But the whole place was flooded, actually. The whole place was flooded. I reached the house around 9:15. But I was beaten by the second rain. I live at Cantonments.
So how did you hear about the news of people drowning?
In the morning, I was awake when my mom told me. I was actually coming to work when she told me there's this incident, so I shouldn't come to work. And I was like, let me try my best in getting to work. So I just came.
I passed through the rain home, but by then the rain, the water was above my knee. Yeah, but I managed to go home.
Well, I'm glad you guys made it and are safe. Not everybody was, because after that, then came the fire. A gas explosion at the Goil Fuel Station near Circle in Accra resulted in the death of over 100 people and counting. Joy News correspondent Matilda Wemega has been to the 37 military hospital and has been interacting with some of the victims and relatives of the blast.
Me brand no prayer no, or cook enough no waba. Nti no waba no, na obedu circle na ade ni see na okita me baso sister we neba. Nti oba no akwa no to nsunu mu. Nti tem obebe sen bi akwa na akwa na akwa nsunu mu. Nti ama me brand ni mi na awra nta fe ne be hye say be bi mu akwa na. Nti aba na akwa no so guada hono. Nti akwa na wu. Yan feel happen cry, yeah, pan, says I'd need to miss you around. Just send you won't be that, and Tadney, ya pan.
I was called yesterday night that our place is burning. So I quickly asked that maybe do we have some casualties? They said yes, a lot of some of our drivers. We have now 2 drivers have been they have been admitted, and 3 also have died, and some of the mates too. I think the mates are 5. So we identified 3 at the police hospital. So we are trying to get the rest to the mates, some of the mates to here. So because we couldn't find them at the police hospital. So that's why we are here to identify some of our bodies.
My sister's husband, he's a worker there. He's working there for so long. So we heard that he's among those dead ones. So that's why we are here.
Okay. So have you gone through the ward? Have you gone to the morgue already?
Okay, one of my brothers is inside checking it. It's with the pictures, and the other is checking it inside.
Now the impact of what has happened cannot be missed on social media. That's when most people shared their experiences and found routes braving the rains to get home. So let's take a couple of comments from WhatsApp before we hit the other avenues. I have Hashim Jallo from Kaswa saying, Oko Vanderpoel is the worst mayor in Africa. Best mayor, my foot. Indeed, Accra has been the filthiest city in this country. Hashim Jallo, the people who live in Accra all have to take some responsibility, myself included. Okay, oh gosh, the comments are coming in fast and thick. This one is from Mohammed in Tamale. He says, may the departed souls of the Accra flood victims rest in peace. Right now, I don't doubt it. Same thing will happen in my area. I think it's Ward K, Kalfoni, if it rains today. We are appealing to the DC for Sagnarigu District Assembly to do something about the choked gutter we have been crying to him about. Please, Honorable DC, don't wait till the worst before you come to our aid. Take it from those of us in Accra. When the worst happens, it is not attractive. Accra capital, relocate the capital. Okay. Tofik from Yendi says, all those who died through this incident, may their souls rest in peace. This is from Abdullah Abdul Razak in Tamale, and he says that he's really saddened and may God have mercy on us. He hopes the authorities will do something better in order to prevent future occurrences. Priscilla at Dawenya says Ghanaians are bereaved, but at the same time, we thank God for the lives of those who survived. We have quite a number of comments on Facebook as well, so let's take a look. Emmanuel Buedu says, oh my God, my condolences to all these bereaved families of our lost beloved ones. God help and protect us all. Grace Gogo says, God please keep them safe. Meshach Apia thinks it's about time we need to join forces together to build this nation. The country is at war, a war with no guns or knife, but a war of the economy. Okay, Kafui Praise is stuck on the dead goat syndrome. Dawood Kasim says, oh my God, this is very bad news for all as Ghanaians. Okay. Ingo Constance says, indeed, it is a shock for us as a nation. My condolences to the bereaved families, and may the good Lord lift his countenance and be gracious upon them. Biggie Cash Abu says it's very sad to see our brothers and sisters suffering and crying all over the properties and lives that have been lost since last night. And we pray to Almighty to protect and save us from huge disasters. And there have been a few indications that there's a flood, and oh wow, that's a really long post. I can't read all through it, so I'll just go back up to Sam Dogbe. He says, this is the time to hold city planners and engineers responsible Let's be the change we want to see. I'm really devastated. Rest in peace, fellow compatriots. All right. Fungo Abdul says, Nana has said it, all darkest day in the history of Accra. Rest in peace. Emenu Maoto, this thing will continue unless selfish people in government stop diverting monies meant for constructing drainage system in Accra to their regions. We are tired of them. Kitstone Kitter says that the authorities always say that we have put in place whenever there's a disaster, but we don't see any of their plans when there is no disaster. Kitstone, do we ask about those plans when there isn't a disaster? We all wait until something happens, don't we? Clark Domicile Jr. says, if till date Accra is facing flooding, then it means the National Sanitation Day has no need. I feel so sad for the people who lost their lives and property during the hashtag Accra flood. May their souls rest in peace. Eric Isubonting says, please tell Ghanaians that they should not use this for politics. It's a nationwide problem. It can happen to anybody, so our leaders should not politicize it. It's a national problem. So many comments. Let me take two more and then we move on. Anochi Afo says, it's a shame that we can't even cover the dead bodies. We want the whole world to see how ignorant we are as human beings. Have you ever seen dead bodies shown on European live TV? And he comes on to ask why we always mention God's name for every disaster and the goodness happening in our lifetime. Anochi Afo, when things like this happen, it's known as an act of God. All right, so now here we are on Twitter. We're checking out the hashtag Accra floods, and you can see the devastation. You can see the devastation right there. That is the oil filling station that blew up. You see the fire, but this is what it looks like afterwards. And there you have the floods. Those cars will never be the same. So a couple of tweets here. We have a tweet from Sarkodie. It's been retweeted 792 times. He says, don't have the words to express how I feel right now. Hashtag Accra floods, may their souls rest in peace. Moving on, we have Akwesi Sapong, who says, let the public mourn the dead. Media needs to rise above the emotion to ask and sustain the uncomfortable questions. Hashtag Accra floods. And this is Ganyobi. Here's to the lives we've lost. Hashtag Accra floods. Let's open up that video. There we go. So it's a picture and you can see Black Star Square in the background. Freedom and justice, but it has been submerged, covered by flood waters. The date 4th June 2015, Accra floods. Moving on, another tweet by Akwesi Sapong. He's pointing out that the trucks in the picture there have been carried off roads by strong currents. Hashtag Accra floods. All right. So just one more from Twitter and we move on to WhatsApp. This is from the Pram Pram fisherman. You know him as Anio Sabote. Says, journalists love the news, but sometimes you're overwhelmed by the sheer scale of horror you have to report. And he continues, hashtag Joy News is reporting families trooping to 37 military hospital morgue to identify bodies of relatives. Hashtag Accra floods. We just showed you images of people moving towards the 37 military hospital looking for relatives. Let's check out another hashtag, that is hashtag Accra disaster. And the pictures are there. This one was taken from the explosion site. The filling station's right next to the Ghana Commercial Bank. And so you can see it there, right there. This is the, well, what's left of the filling station, and that's the wall of the Ghana Commercial Bank. It's a video from the petrol station in Ghana. This is someone who isn't even here. where 96 people died. Okay, moving on. Wow, we're trending all over the world. Oh, look at that. Somebody is laughing. Well, I'm not going to say the full thing, but LMAO, hashtag Accra disaster. And it has a picture of the billboard of the global mayor. Congratulations, Honorable Dr. Alfred Oko Vanderpoy. Okay, this is Papa Chicharito. He says, the face you make when you realize humans are dying like flies. God save Ghana, hashtag Accra disaster. Ellen says, let's all not stop praying for Ghana, but that's the face right there. A picture is worth more than 1,000 words, I tell you. Let's move it up and see what else we can show you under the hashtag Accra disaster. Okay, I have a couple on WhatsApp. This one is from Ifia in Kaswa. She says, this incident is very, very terrible. Because of what happened, I have to stay home without going to school. I'm really sad. I hope the government is going to do something about this. My condolences to the bereaved family. Kizito from Seshibekwa is asking that the victim's soul rest in peace. And Emisa from Kumasi says, it is a sad thing. It's the post effect of wrong positioning of filling stations. And somebody is asking the question, why is Accra always flooding? I think it's time the town planning committees sit down to plan well the projects carrying out in towns, and clear roads and houses along the water passages, construct more gutters to prevent floods. This isn't politics. Thank you. And it's from Bright inside of Akachi. Let's take a quick breather, and when we come back, we're still talking about the floods. Hashtag Millennium City submerged. Hashtag Accra floods. Well, I have a comment here that says, it has always been, it will never happen again, and yet it continues. It's high time our leaders learn to be proactive. It's from Michael in Kumasi. I'll take another one. May their souls rest in perfect peace. And Jamal agrees that June 4th will never be the same. He's asking what we expect. But what is the cause of such devastation? Fingers are being pointed from the citizenry to leadership. And the Millennium City Mayor had this to say.
I'm the mayor, and that is why in the past 5 years I have put together a proposal under what we call the County Project that we need to implement. And if we implement this project, then I know that we'll be putting in place the permanent solution to these yearly adverse situations.
What does this proposal? What does this proposal you speak of entail?
Well, the County Project has gone through Parliament. It's been approved. The U.S. Exim Bank has extended a loan facility of $500 million to AMA through the government of Ghana. And
Mr. Vanderpoy, we want to know exactly what the proposal entails.
Yeah, the proposal will do 4 major things. Number one, it will dredge the Kolu Lagoon in its entirety. Number two, it will be used for the construction of drainage systems throughout the capital city and its adjoining districts. Number three, it will construct the water retention reservoirs that is needed outside Accra to hold water when it rains. then it can be released gradually through the water channels. And then number 4, it will put an engineered scientific program into our sanitation on the ground. These are 4 major components that will register a permanent solution to all this.
Well, somebody's asking what is happening in this country. In this nation we call a Christian nation, the Ghana Christian Council must arise, and the Christians of this nation should arise and intercede for the country Ghana. The Christian Council actually has spoken on the issue, and they are driving a blood donation exercise right now because hospitals need blood so that they can help the victims. Let's take the picture of the day. Walking, but you can tell that they are broken men because of what they hold in their arms. The ironic thing is, you have an EMT official and then Ghana National Fire Service, that's right there, and that's a policeman. And I'm pretty sure the gentleman there is NADMO. And yet, they're not the ones who are actually working on the situation. It's these 3 men holding a dead child. They're not even wearing shoes. They're not in proper attire, but they are the heroes of this event.
Let's go on the president's Twitter page and see what's happening there.
Well, he is very socially active on media. So let's take a look. And okay, his last tweet was on May 30th. Huh, okay. With best wishes to President Buhari and the people of Nigeria. But
Nothing
he doesn't have
flag.
a message for the people of Ghana.
Wow. Interesting.
Wow. Okay. Maybe he'll get round to it later today when he's had a chance.
Maybe he's still finding time to get over what has happened and probably look at the way forward.
So we'll check later.
He hasn't gotten time on Twitter yet. Or probably still touring. Well.
All right. So we'll check later. But for now, my name is Jennifer Jane Asante.
My name is Aisha Ibrahim. Enjoy the rest of our programs.